For my whole life, I've been carrying the weight of something that I didn't even know that I was carrying this weight. I'd say that this recognition or this revelation has appeared recently. I could dive into this for hours. But I've been carrying the weight of a projection of who I am. And matter of fact, this is what most of us do. We carry such a heavy weight of this imagined image, this imagined view that we have of who we are. And for myself, it became so heavy, so constrictive. It led to anxiety, insecurity, fear. But the fascinating thing about this projection is there was no one who chose this projection. I did not choose how I imagined myself to others. I did not choose how I imagined myself to me. This projection is it's like a school project. I imagine a cardboard or a poster with all of these cutouts glued to it. And this is representing something so blank with all of this stuff accumulated and stuck to it, like it becomes the new poster or it becomes the new piece of paper. But the paper started blank. The paper started basically with a clean slate is what I'm trying to say. But all of this stuff gets added to it. Do you even notice the weight that you're carrying of how you think you look to others? I'm not talking physical. That can be part of it, but it can be physical. I mean, it can be material. It can be how you sound. It can fall in all of these different categories. I can't seem to think about that right now, but that's besides the point. It's like this ghost that we are dreaming is who we are, but we don't choose it. And most of us never become aware of this because we never look outside of the box. All of this is simply a seeming reality of projections. Because just as much as you are consciously or unconsciously carrying the weight of how you see yourself, others as well have a projection about you, but a projection about them with your projection about them as well. It's just all of these projections bouncing off left and right. But projections aren't real. They're not real in the sense of they're not solid. They're not a physical entity. It is very similar to a storybook, to a fairy tale. All of this shit being dreamed up. But the most fascinating part about it is you don't choose your projection. You think you choose your projection, and you think you can change your projection. But the whole point is this projection or that projection comes through the filter of the VR headset that seems to be making this world. So your projection only fits into this box. So you can continue to try to dance around projections, but have you ever looked at where they arise, how they arise? your family upbringing, what you experienced as a child, and whatever avenue you have taken since then. Some people go to school, they continue that throughout their lives. It's all different. But all of this stuff gets glued together on that blank piece of paper, on that blank poster board. You are carrying, most likely, and you may be unconsciously carrying, as I was for so long, this idea of what you look like and how someone else perceives you. And they are doing the same. So your relationships with someone, whatever that may be, romantic or friendly, are not actually with the person, the so-called person. They are with the idea you have about them and how they fit into your projection. Because projections don't stop at yourself in a physical appearance. It's also about how your life appears to others. On and on and on. The projections are almost unescapable. But once again, they're not real. They're part of the supercomputer that we call the brain or maybe the mind. I have a job, and my job entails me to deliver to people. And I did a thought experiment recently. So often when I'm delivering, I walk up to people's homes. But do you know, for so many years, walking up to someone's home or walking in a public place was like having the spotlight shined on me directly. Contraction, insecurity, like a blowfish expanding, a pufferfish expanding, trying to feel accepted, feeling a little threatened, wondering what might come next. A very heightened state. It didn't feel normal at all. I don't know if you're living with this. I don't know if you deal with this or notice this. It's quite common for people, but some people just think it's who they are. We don't choose that. We don't have the choice to stop that or not stop that. Because we're truly not here. The one you think is here is a projection. It's an idea, a story of accumulation. For so very often, I was suffering tension, physical tension. It wasn't an injury that happened from something else. It was a physical tension from this spotlight of contraction, of insecurity. But if I had the choice, I would simply say, I don't want to feel that. I don't want to feel that. I don't want to feel that. It feels tight. It feels uncomfortable. But it wouldn't stop, no matter how often I said I didn't want to feel it. It actually increased. The more that I tried to manage this shit, the more that I tried to solve this shit, the stronger it became. So I took a look at this. What was it made out of? Where was it coming from? It's the spontaneous arising of projections. It's the supercomputer that we call the brain, the mind, like I said, whatever. Thinking it knows reality. It knows its place in what is appearing. It's an overlay. It's like a parasite. It does this with everything. From something as small as a plate of food. I don't like that food. That tastes gross. Why? Because it recalls an experience when you may have tried that, or a friend has tried that, or just the imagining of what the taste and the combination of flavors may be like, and it doesn't appeal to you, or you had a bad experience. You're not choosing that. It appears on its own. And the idea of you choosing that comes after. Just like I mentioned, if I could get the contraction to stop, I would. It doesn't stop to this day. But it wasn't mine. it was given to me. But no, it was actually given to this organism of what I looked like, being called skinny my whole life. The idea that I've been working out my whole life to get rid of that idea that I'm skinny. On and on and on. Being bullied in school, being made fun of, whatever you want to call it. A strict stepfather. All of this stuff glued to the poster board. Well, the poster board is the projection of you and how it appears in the world, to the world, and to everyone else. But everyone else is taking part in this school project as well. It's a world of projections. It's a joke. It ain't serious. It never has been. I don't know if you've heard, but I've closed down the Core Collective community. And I just want to say that once again, if any members of the Core Collective community are watching this, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all of you and all the love that the community and everyone in it and myself received from this announcement. One of the reasons why I needed to close down that community was because I couldn't pretend to teach, because I don't know anything. And what I mean by that is, at the most ultimate sense, is I don't know anything and not a single person knows anything. Because we are limited by this VR headset in the senses. We are limited to knowing by the supercomputer, the brain of the mind, that only knows what the senses allow. Only knows what it can investigate using itself. Nothing could ever be taught, because what's being seen isn't reality. So I couldn't say, this is awareness, this is consciousness anymore. I couldn't live up to that projection. But it wasn't a sad thing. It was more of a happening. Because it's so unserious. So my YouTube channel is going to take a little bit of a turn here. If this video resonates with you, if you find it interesting, I encourage you to stick around. I'm going to start speaking quite radically. From something that truly can't be ignored. If it makes you uncomfortable, I encourage you to click unsubscribe. These videos are not going to have a purpose. I'm not here to teach. I'm not here to figure out. Welcome to my video diary. Take care.